Have you ever contemplated the intricacies and mysteries surrounding women's sexuality? This subject, both complex and deeply intriguing, has been the focus of numerous studies and conversations throughout history. However, despite the attention given, it remains an area filled with enigmatic details and surprising aspects that go beyond common understanding. Its intricate nature makes it an ever-evolving that continues to intrigue researchers and individuals alike. The variety of its elements, physical, emotional, and psychological, makes it a subject that can't simply be understood on a surface level. Today, we delve into this intricate realm of women's sexuality. We will journey through the various elements that contribute to its depth and breadth. We begin with a closer look at the physiological aspects. This segment covers everything from hormones to the female anatomy, highlighting how these factors influence and shape women's sexual experiences. While the biological aspect is vital, it is merely one piece of the puzzle. Next, we shift our focus to the psychological dimension, examining how mental health and emotional well-being can significantly impact one's sexual. This part of the discussion involves touching on topics such as body image, self-esteem, and societal pressures, factors that often play a substantial role in shaping women's sexuality. We will also delve into the realm of fantasies, desires, and how these manifest in women's sexual lives. Perhaps one of the most crucial components of understanding women's sexuality is addressing the social and cultural factors. Society and culture play a significant role in shaping our perceptions, expectations, and experiences of sexuality. Therefore, we will delve into societal norms, pressures, the impact of cultural beliefs. Following this, we aim to demystify common misconceptions, debunking myths, and providing an accurate representation of the realities. By doing so, we hope to create an atmosphere conducive to open dialogue and respectful discourse surrounding this topic. Our ultimate goal is to foster a deeper understanding of women's sexuality, breaking down barriers, and promoting we believe that knowledge and understanding of this subject are vital. It is not merely about the physical aspect of sexuality, but encompasses emotional, psychological, and societal dimensions as well. With this comprehensive approach, we hope to provide a more rounded perspective on the enigma of women's sexuality. So, are you ready? Embark on this enlightening journey to better comprehend the enigma that is women's sexuality. Diving into the physical realm first, the female sexual anatomy holds more secrets than you might think. To begin with, let's delve into the mystery of the clitoris, an organ solely dedicated to pleasure. This unique part of the female anatomy, which is often overlooked, plays a primary role in female sexual pleasure. Did you know that it is far more complex than it appears on the surface? Many people may be surprised to learn that the clitoris is much more than just a tiny external organ. It's more akin to an iceberg, with most of its structure extending deep into the body, concealed from view. This hidden part of the clitoris is what makes it so effective at producing pleasure. Its intricate structure is composed of erectile tissue, which engorges with blood upon arousal, leading to heightened sensitivity. The clitoris isn't just large on the inside, it's also connected to a network of nerves that spread throughout the pelvic region, magnifying the pleasure sensations during sexual stimulation. It's indeed a marvel of biological engineering, designed for one thing and one thing only: pleasure. Moving on, let's shift our focus to the brain, often referred to as the most significant sexual organ. This statement might seem confusing initially, but when we delve into the science of sexuality, it becomes crystal clear. The brain is the command center for all our physical sensations, including those of a sexual nature. It's where the magic of desire, arousal, and pleasure really begins. It receives and processes signals from all our senses, weaving them together into a symphony of sexual experience. The brain is not only responsible for interpreting physical sensations, but also plays a vital role in our emotional responses to sexual stimuli. It's the part of us that feels desire, lust, love, and intimacy. In essence, the brain is the conductor orchestrating the entire concert of our sexual experiences. Finally, it's important to acknowledge and celebrate the diversity and uniqueness of every woman's body. This leads to a fascinating array of sexual experiences, each as valid and different as the next. Some women might experience pleasure through vaginal stimulation, while others prefer clitoral stimulation. Some might feel intense orgasmic sensations, while others might experience pleasure more subtly. Each woman's sexual response is unique to her, influenced by a complex interplay of physical, psychological, and emotional factors. In conclusion, Understanding the physical nuances of women's sexuality paves the way for deeper comprehension and respect. It's a journey of discovery, leading to a deeper appreciation for the complexity and diversity of female sexuality. It's about respecting each woman's individual sexual journey, her unique experiences, and her personal boundaries. It's about fostering a healthy and positive conversation around women's sexuality, moving away from stereotypes and misconceptions, and towards a more accurate, inclusive, and respectful understanding. Lastly, it's essential to remember that every woman's body is unique. This leads to a fascinating array of sexual experiences, each as valid and beautiful as the next. Understanding the physical nuances of women's sexuality paves the way for deeper comprehension and respect. Venturing beyond the physical, the psychological factors influencing women's sexual experiences are immensely captivating. Emotional intimacy, undoubtedly, assumes a remarkably significant role. It's not merely about the simplistic notion of physical connection, but also about the profound feeling of being emotionally acknowledged, seen, and deeply understood. This sense of emotional intimacy extends to the way partners communicate, express their feelings, and share their vulnerabilities. It's about a shared emotional bond, a feeling of closeness that transcends the physical and touches the very soul. Furthermore, self-esteem, a vital aspect of one's self-perception, is an intricately influential piece of the puzzle. Women who feel confident in their bodies, who embrace their shape, their curves, their uniqueness, are more likely to have fulfilling, satisfying, and emotionally enriching sexual experiences. They are not preoccupied with self-conscious thoughts or plagued by insecurities about their physical appearance. Instead, they are empowered, which frees them to fully engage in the moment, to be present, to experience intimacy without fear or hesitation. The role of mental health in women's sexual experiences is equally paramount. Conditions such as depression and anxiety can dampen sexual desire, making it difficult for some women to enjoy sex. Understanding the role that mental health plays in women's sexuality is of utmost importance. Depression, anxiety, and other mental health conditions can impact sexual desire, sexual response, and overall sexual satisfaction. By understanding this, we can better cater to women's needs and ensure they have positive and fulfilling sexual experiences. Moreover, it's crucial to debunk common misconceptions about women's sexuality. These misconceptions often stem from societal cultural expectations and gender stereotypes. Often, women's sexuality is simplified, reduced to a mere physical act, ignoring the complex layers of emotional intimacy, mental health, and self-esteem that shape it. However, it's not a one-size-fits-all experience. Women's sexual desires, preferences, and responses are as diverse and multifaceted as they themselves are. Each woman has unique desires, preferences, and responses, shaped by a myriad of factors: personal, cultural, societal. Recognizing the profound impact of psychological factors further unravels the intricate tapestry of women's sexuality. By understanding this, we can create a more inclusive, respectful, and comprehensive understanding of women's sexuality. By doing this, we can challenge misconceptions, dispel myths, and contribute to a more positive, empowering, and accurate portrayal of women's sexuality. With these insights, we've only scratched the surface of the fascinating world of women's sexuality. If we take a step back and consider the magnitude of this topic, it becomes evident just how much more there is to explore. We've ventured through the intricate passageways of the female sexual anatomy, a complex system that's riddled with mysteries and wonders. We've taken a deep dive into the all-encompassing sphere of psychological aspects, world that plays a significant role in shaping an individual's sexual desires, preferences, and behaviors. We've also addressed various common misconceptions, debunking myths that have been ingrained in society's collective consciousness far too long. In doing so, we've begun to pave the way for a more informed, well-rounded understanding of women's sexuality. There's a vast amount of information to sift through, a world of research and studies that continually evolve and expand, always adding layers of understanding. Yet there's so much more to learn and understand. We're just at the beginning of a long journey into the heart of a topic that's so crucial to our understanding of nature. We must appreciate the fact that each piece of knowledge, every single discovery, brings us a step closer to a more respectful, open dialogue. It reinforces our commitment to challenging outdated beliefs and stereotypes, to breaking down the barriers that stand in the way of true understanding. Every step forward in this journey brings us closer to the goal of fostering a healthy, open dialogue about women's sexuality. We're tearing down the walls of misconception, brick by brick, revealing an honest and comprehensive view of women's sexual experiences, desires, and needs. This knowledge allows us to make more empathetic and educated decisions, to approach this topic with a perspective that's founded on respect and understanding. Understanding leads to respect, a principle that guides our journey into the world of women's sexuality. And as we continue to learn and grow, to build on the foundation of knowledge that already established, we're creating a more open, respectful dialogue about women's sexuality. This dialogue is crucial not only for individual understanding but for societal change. It helps us build a society that's more accepting, more respectful, and more compassionate. It is with this hope that we continue to learn, to investigate, to ask questions, and to seek answers. And as we continue to learn and grow, we can foster a more open and respectful dialogue about women's sexuality.